everybody. It's Alida Hernandez, Rebooted Mindset. Welcome back to another Tuesday. Can you believe it's October 7th? I don't know about you. I can't. I need to rewind the clock. We need to go. Can we start over? I need more time. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you for being on the show. If you see the replay, thank you for watching the replay. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. Please go over to YouTube and you can subscribe to our channel and just check us out. Everything's under Spanglish-entertainment.com. We are one company with different many podcasts. So today we're going to have a friend of mine here today, entrepreneur Tracey Robinson. I feel she's a special person in my life, and she has a lot of wisdom to share. And that's what we do here, is share wisdom so we can have a better life, right? And be a better you. So today we're talking about, have you ever heard of the magic pill? Have you ever been like, oh, I want like the magic pill. Like now, I hate to say it, but now everybody's in the phase of losing weight. So I'm not going to mention any names. Everybody knows the song already to the medicine, but everybody's like singing this song, like, oh, what the magic pill, or, something that works fast. Right. And I think we're always seeking some of that, but you know what, we're going to find out more about that and why Tracey wrote a book called The Magic Pill Is You. It's actually you. Nobody else, just you. Okay. And I've been learning that. So let's see what wisdom she's going to have for us today. It's going to be incredible. I already got goosebumps. So I can't wait. So let's give her a round of applause and bring her in. Hello, my friend. How are you today?
Doing well. It's a beautiful Tuesday, but it is insane that it's October. I'm
blink,
with you.
Blink, and a year, blink, another year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So let's just, I guess, dive into it. How is this your first book, first of all?
This is definitely my first book. Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations. It's awesome. It
is.
So that's one. And then how did your journey really begin that got you to this point that you wrote this book?
Oh gosh. It's I first
version.
When I acknowledge Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October, want to just congratulate everyone who has survived breast cancer and is still here. And also want to acknowledge people that have lost loved ones to the terrible disease, and just want to just say this is the month to reflect. And if we're still here, as those of us that are listening are, it's a great time to look into ways that you can improve your health and do preventative things on your own. So I just wanted to throw that out there for this month of October.
That's very good. You're welcome. And again, I repeat like what she has said. I did mention it in this past issue of the magazine for September, October. I did do an article about just awareness and making sure you check. And it's just not women, it's men too. So we always tell men, you have to check your breasts. Some men have more dense breasts, and you have to check, because it could be in the glands, right? It could be in the glands of the men. And some men miss it because I'm not going to check that, right?
Yes, for sure.
So check out the article in the magazine about that, and look up your resources for breast cancer. There's a lot of resources online, to help you and give you more knowledge and, different treatments and all. We're not doctors, so I'll say that now. A disclaimer, I'm not a doctor and I don't prescribe medicine. I just give advice. These are personal stories that we have journeyed, right? People that come here have experiences, these things, and they share their knowledge of what has happened to them to see maybe if it helps you. So, but always seek a medical professional. And there goes my disclaimer. Thank you.
I love it. So to answer your question about how all this got started for me, writing this book and being where I am today. So back in 2006 was my year of diagnosis with breast cancer.
Mm.
And I was in real estate and had been in it for a long time. Had been a very stressful job, but I loved it, but it was high demand and high stress. When I was diagnosed in '06, that's when everything changed for me because it was my first time being sick.
Mm.
And I was married to a traditional medicine doctor. And I quickly learned that I was not a big advocate of the way that they do things with the um, different chemicals, with the medications, with the radical surgeries, with everything, because I always felt, even back then, that there's a better way if you can be more in tune with your body and seek outside information. So that was the beginning of my path of just trying to learn because they couldn't give me answers as to why I got it and what I could do to prevent it. I believe things have gotten a little better with things with when people get their diagnosis, more information is available out there through this Western culture, I'll call it, the traditional medicine route
Right.
that we take.
Correct.
But for me, I became thirsty for knowledge. I continued my real estate path until 2021 and retired from that. I went to school for naturopathy. I went to school for nutrition. I went to school for mindfulness. I went to school. I learned all these things and got all these certifications that helped me take better care of me. And down the road of those years, I also had a passion for helping breast cancer survivors, their
Mm.
families, that kind of thing. That was kind of my side thing. But in 2021, I let real estate go and took a couple of years off. And last year, I launched my passion, which is my wellness business. So I'm a speaker, I am an author now, I'm a coach, and I have the credentials behind me to know how to talk intelligently about a lot of this stuff.
Mhm.
I don't do a lot of recommending of products and things like that because I'm more of a support person who can offer that perspective from what I've gone through. So just knowing that there's so many women and men that are out here looking for other ways to take care of themselves. There are a lot of people I feel that are tired of, I'll call it the prescribing cascade, where they got a medication for one ailment, and then it caused a side effect for another. So then they had to take another, and they're just in this mess. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of people reaching out, wanting to know, what can I do? So that's what got me into the thought of launching this book because it's of course complements what I do, but
Mhm.
it's also my story as well as just advice and lots of things for those of us that are looking to look inward to improve our health that you can come to in this book and learn from. So that's how I got here,
That's
wanting to help
great.
more people. Hmm.
Yeah, that's the only way we can get reach people is on the show or put out a book or something that can people see online or buy the physical book. I still like real books. Like
I do too.
I like to touch them and I mean just I don't know. I ask people like, I have the magazine, so I like to look at it. It looks
I
nice.
know. I
We grew up with
know.
that. We looked
We're
at all the pictures and everything, right? When we were kids, right?
Yep. We're old school. I love it
Yeah.
too. Here's mine.
Ah, there, look at that. How beautiful. The magical pill is you.
Yeah.
That's
So yes,
awesome. That is,
touching and holding is a really good thing.
wow. That's congratulations. You have to feel just
Thank
stupendous.
you.
Like,
I'm
I
excited.
did
I'm
it.
excited.
You did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, this is just like what they call a mock-up. This is not the actual
Right.
book, but this
Right.
is
Right.
what the actual book cover looks like. We're
Right.
looking at maybe another month before it's out, but it's on the way. It's on the way and can't wait.
That's so good. Congratulations again.
Yes. Thank you
And
so
I
much.
wanted to tell you that you said 2006, which is interesting that in 2005, my uncle and my aunt got diagnosed with cancer the
Oh
same
my
year.
God. I'm so sorry.
My aunt that you met, that she's still around at 85. Um,
Uh-huh.
she had breast cancer, and thank God that she had to have surgery. They removed the lump, and I know she went through some treatments. I wasn't that involved with that, but I know she was going through it. And
Mm-hmm.
thank God, nothing has ever. She's been fine ever since. So she was lucky because she caught it right away.
That's beautiful. So 20 years for her.
Yep, 20
That's
years for
that's
her.
so
Unfortunately, my
awesome.
uncle passed. Unfortunately, he died in 2006. He just the cancer, just it was other type of
Okay.
cancer.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it was like stomach and then intestinal, like it was all that area, and it was just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I know a lot of people right now that have cancer right now, and it's really sad. I just
Yes.
we can give some guidance to those people out there, just to give them a little bit of more peace. You know.
Absolutely. That word peace, Alida, is big. It's big. People don't realize how important having peace in your life is. Because when you don't have peace, you have stress. And when you have stress, you're opening yourself up to almost anything that could happen with your health. Stress
Yeah.
is like a big,
You know.
big cause of the biggest illnesses that we have out here. So,
Yep. That is so true. I know I see people that they tell me I'm sick again, and I know they're stressed out, and I can hear
yeah,
their
yeah,
voice.
yep,
And I was used to be like that. I used to be like that a long time ago. And now sometimes too, because we talk, and with my family it gets difficult. The
yeah.
stress level goes up. But I'm learning from you and from all the sisterhood and other ladies, other coaches that I know that guide me. Everyone gives me a different guidance, something that,
Yes,
so it's really good, right? Like you ask
it
one
sure
sister,
is.
and then, oh, I didn't think of that one, right?
Hmm. It's a beautiful thing to be
So
surrounded by people that can give you that can pour
yeah,
into you.
that's
Community is everything.
the community, and that's what you're saying about peace.
Yes.
I've learned that your home, any peace that you have, like your home is your sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize I'm always one to invite everybody, right? And I realized I can't invite everybody to my house, because if it takes away my peace, then it's not a good thing.
That's right. That's right. That's a boundary. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm learning to say no. that you know that we can talk about it, but saying no is hard for a lot of people.
Yes.
I had a period of time that I remember, like, I want to say 30 years ago, that I had to start training myself to say no, because I was always saying yes. And then at work, personally, everything, family, like I was always saying yes. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, why am I running around so much, trying to chase, right? Trying to get everything done, when all I had to say was no, I can't go.
Everything for everyone else, right? And then
Yeah,
when you look at yourself and you come last. A lot of times when we're
I
when
did.
we're when we're people pleasers, and I
Yeah.
was that way for so many years of my life. Can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, we can't. We try, and we just get all dehydrated and just, you know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
We do, we do. We dry up, and we just like turn into a
Uh-huh.
prune, and you're gone.
Yep. Enough is
So,
enough. Yeah. So it's one of those balancing acts as far as protecting your peace, getting peace, and then protecting it. You know, deciding what's most important to you and what you enjoy and what you like, and feeding yourself and pouring into yourself so that you can have the capacity to help others when you need to,
how
but
did you?
also have that ability to say no when you know it's probably not the best choice.
It took. I know it took you a while to realize that as well. Um, what I mean, I was trying to say a question, like, what was like the most important thing that you did, like when you realized I forgot me. I forgot to think about this person here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Back in the day with the cancer diagnosis in '06, that was the first wake up call for me because
Mm,
I had to take an evaluation on my life and what was going on because like I had said, I wasn't happy with what the doctors were saying about why because they didn't really know. And then
mm,
when I started reading and diving into things, I realized that okay, my high stress was enough to cause this
mm,
because I had very high stress and I couldn't say no. And I, did the work of I ran a company and I had a lot of agents reporting to me, and I was on a lot of different memberships with boards and committees, and I was raising a child who had a demanding, life as well. It was just too much and I was juggling all of
mm,
it. And I didn't feel well a lot of times. I was exhausted. I was burned out. I was happy that I was making such a difference, but at the end of the day, it's like my quality of life is not great. So the cancer really woke me up and made me realize I've got to start prioritizing, picking and choosing the things that are good for me, and just really learning how to tell people I can't.
mm.
And that was the beginning of it. And I can't say I'm perfect today because I still, when you're a people person and you love people and you want to help, it's hard, but it's
Yeah.
easier now because I know that it's a matter of life and death.
Yes.
And
Yes.
without being so curt about it, it's
Yeah,
really
but it gets to that point. I mean, just real quickly, I mean, my story, and I did a high stress because I moved and changes, too many changes at one time.
yep.
And I basically, like, I got short circuited in my brain,
Yeah,
right? Everything rebooted, right? And I
yeah.
was just like, what's going on? Like, my brain couldn't handle everything that was happening. There was too much being thrown at me. And I just
Hmm.
felt suffocated. And I got sick. I was sick. I was
Yep.
down. I mean, I didn't even realize how I got like that. Like,
Right.
it just hit me really bad. And I just want to say, thank God I'm good now. But it's hard to get out of the muck, out of that, when you're in that muddy water.
Yeah.
And I remember years ago that saying no was like ridiculous, even to your own, like, even to obsessing. I was like obsessing about cleaning and obsessing about this. And do you understand? Like, it was like I was, not to label it, but I was really obsessing about everything in my life.
You know.
And it was overtaking me because I felt like it was like almost calling you. You know what I mean? You have to
Yes.
clean. You have to clean. You got to make sure you got to do it now. Or you have to do this, or you have to call this, or like the brain just going and going.
I
So,
know.
finding that peace. How did you begin to find the peace? What was the first thing that you did, or what have you learned? Like, what is one thing you can do to, like, begin this journey?
So every morning when I wake up, I take just a quick inventory of how am I feeling? I should be feeling rested. I'm not always, because sometimes I don't sleep well for different reasons.
Mhm.
And I should feel like I don't have so much more going on in my world that it's going to stress me out. Pre planning the day before is important, of course. So I know what's going on. But just setting the tone for your day
Mm.
to make sure you're not overloading yourself is the first thing, because even though you've made these plans and you've got this checklist of the things you're going to do, it's inevitable that something else always comes up, right? Something
Mm.
else always comes up. It's like doggone it. So again, that's where that saying no and stepping back and taking that pause when you're asked to do something or when something comes up. Can I do this in place of XYZ? Because
Mm.
at least you're keeping a balance there, right? Or can I say no? Because is this something that is really, really going to make or break my day? Is this something that's going to tip me over the top and put me in that stress mode? So it's to me, it's a constant check in with yourself
Yeah.
and a constant evaluation of what what's on your plate? What are
Yeah.
you doing? What are you taking? And it's interesting for me because in my life, it's very different than it used to be because I've moved to a place where I don't know a lot of people. And not to
Mm.
say I ran away, but sometimes I ask myself, but I love where I am, but it's a beautiful thing not to have so many people so close by that are just coming at you. So that's helpful to me. But at this point in my life, it doesn't matter where you are. I'm prioritizing me. If
Hmm.
you are my friend and you care about me, you will understand if I have to say no about something,
Yep.
and I'll
Exactly.
explain. But
Exactly.
that's what family and friendship and that kind of thing should be about. It should be about surrounding yourself with people that support you and that understand and aren't going to make your life miserable if you don't do something or agree to do something. So
Exactly.
yeah, I had to get rid of a lot of those kind of people that were like, it's
It's like
like,
what our mama said before. Our mom used to say, I know your character by the company you keep, or something to that effect. So
that's right.
she would always tell me, like, I don't like that little friend of yours. It's like, which one? This one, she would say the name for some reason, something or whatever. But she was usually right. Grandma was right, or mom was
Oh
right.
yeah, that wisdom.
They had that intuition, but we didn't
Yeah,
understand that. And it's great that you said that, because it took me another learning curve in my life, right? To learn that, the patterns in our life go by the people we surround ourselves with.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
I was like in a bad pattern, and then I was trying to date, right? I had gotten divorced, and then it was like, why are the people that I meet about like the same, right? I didn't know why, and now I know.
Yes, yes. You live and you learn, right? Yep.
So about moving too, I was gonna say I moved a lot. I don't know about you, if you moved many times, but I moved a lot in my life. And I just realized the other day that the reason I was moving, because I thought if I moved and I changed my location, then things would be better, right? How many people say that? Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
happy where I'm at. I don't like this apartment, the neighbor, something. There's always an excuse about
Yes.
something.
Yes.
And then I realized I moved like 8 times. Like I was moving every year, paying
Wow.
to move and boxing all the stuff and taking my kids. And what was I doing? I was such a mess.
Yeah, I've moved some as well. Doesn't sound like as much as you have, but yeah, you can't run from yourself. That's one thing. And I think a couple of my moves, I was running from myself. And it's like, no, because whatever it is that's going on, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming with you, right? So at some point, you have to sit back and take a look,
And look in the mirror.
self reflect. Absolutely.
Look in the mirror, right? And say, oh, who's that person? What are you doing?
Right.
What are you gonna do? Stop doing the crap, and
Yep.
literally.
Yep. Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Life is interesting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And today, these days, especially, I just feel like I feel sorry for young people growing up in these times because I thought things were stressful when I was younger,
Hmm.
but the competition and the way it is out here, it's tough. It's tough. And having peace is not like a default thing for people. People are chasing that next whatever that material thing may be or that goal for work or whatever it is, and they're doing whatever they have to do. And a lot of people are overworked and a lot of people are just kind of in this spiral, and it's kind of what's being dictated out here in this country we live in, at least in my opinion.
Mm.
We I don't feel peace when I walk around and observe others just randomly. It's things feel just really intense.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
feel I feel that same energy. I do too.
yeah, So you
It
got
just
to have an escape.
we grew up differently too. I mean, you know how they say every generation says that, oh, when I grew up, but it's true. Every generation has different things that, like, we grew up with no technology. So when I was a kid, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have internet,
That's right.
we got video games. I was about 12 or 13 when we had I think ColecoVision came out, and then Atari or something like that. But we
Hmm.
didn't have the technology, and I think technology has dictated a lot of the way we are.
Yes.
It's changed.
It's interesting. It's
So
a
we have to
whole
manage
other
that
ball
too.
game.
That's
Yeah.
another thing about peace, right? We have
Yes.
to. So at least for my opinion is that when looking for peace too, the phone, this thing, okay,
Oh gosh.
I put it
Mhm.
on bedtime mode, okay, and there's a focus mode. So guess what? Just say you have I have a game on here. Once in a while, I play the game. So I go on if I would try to play the game, it says no, you're in focus mode. You can't play now, and it gives me 3 minutes to play the game, and then it shuts it down.
Good
Yes,
for
right.
you.
Yeah, because
Good
you
for
know
you.
you waste
Got to
time
have
on the
a time
phone.
limit on that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And that is the other thing about technology, and just, everything is on our tablet, on our computer, on our phone. And I think we've stopped moving. We've stopped getting that fresh air. We've stopped,
Mhm.
getting that exercise outside. Everybody's inside, trapped behind their TV or their PC or their technology. And that's a problem. That's a problem, for sure. Because
We
we
need.
were we were born to be out there in the elements, getting that sunshine, and experiencing fresh air outdoors.
Yes, vitamin D, natural vitamin D. I know
Mhm.
people. I mean, whole we can go to so many subjects. Wow. But
Yeah.
anyway, vitamin D. Now people are scared about the sun. Everything is in moderation. You need 20 minutes of sun equals like 50,000 IUs of
Yes.
vitamin D.
Yes.
We
They
live in
they
I live in
yeah,
Florida. I go outside every day, you
me
know?
too. It's the difference for me between feeling good inside or feeling kind of blah. And
Yeah,
that's a big reason why I live down here in South Florida, because of all the sunshine we get.
yeah,
It's a game changer, and all the myths of don't look at the sun, don't go in the sun, don't do this with the sun, don't do that with the sun. It makes me really sad,
yes,
because you're right. It's true. You can't overdo it. You shouldn't overdo it, because you do stand the risk of certain things. But the sun is food for us. The sun is here for a reason. I mean, many reasons, but it's part of our vitality comes from the sun, and
yeah.
it's a natural way to get that source. So,
Yeah,
yep.
and I mean it's healing. You go outside, you
Oh
don't feel
my gosh,
good, you have a
it is.
cold, you feel you have a fever, go outside, get some fresh air and sunlight.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I plant plants outside. I go talk to my plants. I have a big oak tree. I was going to do that. I didn't do that the other day, but I was seeing an article about how the energy, if you go barefoot and you stand and hug the tree, the energy
Mm,
will
the
flow
grounding.
through the tree and it will
Yes.
ground you completely. Like it's just amazing. And I hug trees all the time. People are like, "What are you doing?" Don't worry about
Me
it.
too. And walking outside barefoot too, and my
Yeah,
beach walks and everything. I mean, it's all contributing to your well-being. All
yeah.
these things.
So all these things contribute to the magic pill, which is you, right?
That's
Is that
right.
true? Is that
That's
true?
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So you want to talk a little bit about a couple things in the book that
Yes,
kind of drive home to me?
yes.
Um, so it's my book is 16 chapters, and it starts out with talking about my story and the cancer, and how I balanced the traditional medicine side of things with natural and holistic way of living, and that transition. And then I go into talking about the myth of the magic pill and the root of disease. And then I kind of pick apart things that are hurting us that people may not be aware of. And so I talk about things like the water, the
Mm,
air. You talked about, your home. I talk about the nervous system and nervous system regulation. I talk
Mm.
about coming home to you. I talk about bringing joy back into your life, um, feminine energy. I talk about all kinds of things. But I guess I would love to talk about the root of disease for a few,
Okay.
from my perspective, and thinking about how I think that many of us, rather than taking some time when we get whatever ailment we get, whether it be a cold, simple as a cold, or something like a headache, or something as crazy as heart disease or cancer or any of those things,
Mm-hmm.
all of it is your body is not in homeostasis. Your body is not, in a place where everything is good. So there's usually something inside of you that has triggered whatever that action is.
Mm.
So, or whatever that problem is, I should say. So let's take, for example, you have a headache. You just have a headache. What we normally do is we go and get, a lot of us, an Advil, a Tylenol, whatever we decide we're going to get, and we get that temporary relief. But we also get the chemicals and the things that go into our bodies from these medications that aren't doing us any good, and it gives us temporary relief. Turning inward and thinking about what's different, or what am I doing that may be causing this headache? Am I hydrated?
Mm.
uh, am I stressed out? Did I just have a conversation with someone, or did I get enough sleep last night? Have I had too much sugar? These are all just all these different things that can trigger something like a headache. And instead of looking inward that way, we reach for the quickie, the magic pill. And we have the magic pill because if you start really self reflecting and really paying attention to the signals your body is giving you when you get whatever it is you get, you can go inward and fix that
Mm.
so many times and fix whatever it is that's going on. And it's a beautiful thing because this is how we were created. We were created to pretty much be able to heal. Our bodies were created to heal themselves. So I
Yeah,
just think
that is so true. That is so true, and you're a testament to it, and many others. I'm a testament to the body heals. It's
yes,
really, it's really incredible. And once you get to that point that you really love yourself so much, and you realize it's you, it's nobody else, and
yeah,
that person didn't do it, you did it. Right? Like when something happens, you did it.
that's
Nobody
right.
else
That's right.
told you to do it, or you did it, whatever. They put your hand in the cookie jar, you know what I mean?
Uh, yep,
You did it. You took that cookie. So
that's right. You're responsible. But on the other side of that, when you start taking control of your own health and you start listening to your body and you start doing things proactively to improve your health and to shift things, the feeling of that is like no other for me, um, because it's so freeing. It's like I didn't need to go run and grab this medicine. I didn't need to have that surgery. I didn't need to,
mm,
go in for that visit because I needed to step back and look at what am I doing? And then I make the shifts and I see, okay, it's gone. It's gone. And I know it doesn't work that way with everything, but
mhm,
so many of the times it does. And then sometimes there's things that we do for a long period of time that we don't realize we're doing that then causes some kind of illness. And it's like, that's a little bit harder because it's like you got to trace your steps and you got to say, okay, what is it? And start digging. But it's, to me, it's amazing what we have been given and what we are all capable of.
That's right. That's what we're living proofs. We're right here, you
Yep,
know.
we are. We
Um, I was saying we're almost. I don't even want to say I'm a senior, but hey, we're up there.
are. We're the same age, girl.
I know.
We'll be walking into
And
senior at the same
we
time.
always yeah, we always say we're grown and sexy.
We
Okay.
are. We are.
my
We really
my
are.
the artist David from Nice and Wild said that on our show one day. He says, "Well, how old are you? Like 60? Yeah, we're grown and sexy." I go,
Right.
I kept that one.
You
I
weren't
had
supposed to, you weren't supposed to say.
ah. We look too good. We look too good. We have to say it. Some 40-year-olds don't look like us. So
Mm-hmm.
and we're trying to live our best life as possible and
Absolutely.
being good to ourselves. And it's a work in progress, right? We're a work in
That's
progress
right.
because
That's right.
at our age, just for example, say so for 50 years or whatever, so I've been doing everything not right. Only for the last 10 years that I've been learning and in this journey of physically healing, mentally
Yes.
healing, emotionally healing,
Mhm.
and getting that overall peace.
Well, you should be grateful that you got there because we're not taught these things. And it takes us stepping outside of what we're used to make this happen. So congratulations to you that you decided to make that shift.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Thank you. Yeah, it is a big deal. It is a big deal because you fight with yourself. So I know a
Yep.
lot of people out there, they're like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I remember having that squirrel in the brain or whatever it is, and he's going, and he's like gnawing in a nut in your head, like
Yep.
telling you, no, keep doing that. And so you fight with yourself. It's just
That's right.
unbelievable. And
Yep.
what I've learned now is once you control what is going on in your life, what you eat, what you read, right? What you intake, all that stuff, what you wear. I got my shungites here,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
And
On my desk.
all those things. Yeah, I
I
got my
saw your big one.
yeah, I have the big one, and I have a little one too. I have too. So if I need something that looks
Yep.
that's not right, I put it on there.
Hmm.
Um, but I guess once we can control everything, and I'm not saying I am in control of every single thing. I'm just saying I'm getting better
Yes.
at making choices that affect me. That if
Yes.
I know it's going to affect me or somebody in my family, then you think twice about it.
That's right.
There
And
was a
every
time,
little step
yeah,
counts. And it's a step in the right direction.
yeah,
So
baby steps, right? We always tell
right.
people,
That's
and
right.
everything that you learn, you take baby steps. You have to, just like a baby does, little by
That's
little, so he
right.
doesn't
That's
fall
right.
down the first time. So, and if you fall down, don't worry, just dust off your knees and get back up
Right.
again.
It's
Might
okay.
take a
Right.
little longer.
Exactly.
It might take a little longer. I get stuck down there,
That's right.
but
To
yeah, but
fall is to learn, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
You can't progress without some sort of failure, which is a teaching lesson that you can then learn from that and keep going, right?
yes, yes.
Mhm.
That's very important because
Yeah.
again, I used to beat myself up. I used to like blame myself. Oh, you failed. You did like you can't talk bad to yourself
No, you can't.
because you become what you say.
That's right.
And that's what I realized. You become what you say. If
That's right.
you start negative and blaming other people, you're constantly doing that. Your life
Mhm.
just turmoils. It just keeps
It's
going.
like
If you
you're in a loop.
lie, right,
Yes.
a loop. You're constantly in this loop, and you're wondering, how do I get off this train already? I don't want
Yep.
to get off. You know.
Yep. Yep.
And it's
Like that
slowly,
shift.
it's a slow step. But in your book you have some guidance to people to go, hey, I can start here, let's go through her
Absolutely.
journey, let's see how slowly, baby steps, if you've never heard of this before.
Hmm.
um and so
Yeah,
congrats,
for
my friend.
sure. For sure. Yeah, it is. It's so true about just you are what you believe you are. You what you say is. So if you say you're sick, then you're sick and you're going to be sick. If you say it's a bad day, guess what? It's a bad day. If you say you're a failure, then you're a failure. If you change all of that, and you have to think it too. It's more than just saying it. It's thoughts and beliefs and actions and then you're in alignment. But it starts with what you think and what you're telling yourself, and then what you're saying. And even if you're at a place where things aren't where you want them to be, or things aren't great, or maybe you are struggling with some kind of illness, you have to claim that you're healed. You have to believe that you're healed, because that's the start of healing. Because the body doesn't know the difference, the brain doesn't know the difference when you're putting that information in there. I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just keep you sick. You're
Yeah.
saying you want to be sick and you're sick. Okay.
Yeah.
If we claim our healing and we believe it and we take the steps and the action to make it happen, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But we have to believe it, and we have to speak it. And it's okay to say things that aren't quite there yet, because that's how you get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And there are times that you argue with yourself or you pray, whatever, right? And you're talking about stuff that's going on, but it's good to talk about it. You just let it
Yes,
out. If you have nobody to
yes,
talk to, just talk to the air, talk to yourself,
that's
and just
right.
you battle the decisions that you do. Like, it's like sometimes people are visual, sometimes people are audible. So sometimes you need to just say it, like, what am I
Yes,
doing?
yes,
Like what?
yes. But get it out, and then get on the right path, and
Exactly. Don't
and
get
and
stuck.
assume what you want is already there, and work that way. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how you get out of that loop that we're talking about, you know.
Okay.
Yep,
You have to accept it and believe it.
that's right.
If you don't do that, then you can't. You have to see yourself. Like I say, I am beautiful, I am worthy, what I am very smart, different things, positive
Mhm.
things to myself, and on a continual basis, like every day,
Absolutely.
I'm, and you start turning into that beautiful
That's
rose,
right.
and you
That's
start
right.
blossoming again.
That's right.
And for
Those
us women,
affirmations.
it's hard.
Mhm.
It's really hard. For us
Yeah,
women, we get stuck because we're mothers and
I
sisters
know.
and whatever. So we get stuck in that loop and we lose ourselves for a long time. When you have children, I really
Mhm.
believe that I wish I had a teacher back then, because you lose yourself
I
all
know.
those years until your children finally leave the house. And by that time, you're spent. There's like nothing left for
So
you.
true.
There's nothing left for you.
So true. You are so right about that. It's interesting how life is, right?
Yeah. So for all those women out there that think they're in that situation, there's hope for
Mm.
you. There's always hope.
There is. There is. And it's all about balancing, even when you have a full plate of raising children and working a job and managing a household. Find a way to figure out what's most important and prioritizing, and get help.
Hmm.
Get help. It doesn't hurt to get help, and there are ways to get help. Uh, Besides, coming out of your pocket, if you can't afford to, you'd be surprised at what options are out there for you to get support and to get help. Because again, it's about protecting our peace, it's about protecting our good health, and a lot of that starts with managing your stress load.
Mm.
I keep coming back to the stress thing because it is a big deal, and it's something, and we take it for granted. We normalize it. A lot of
Yeah.
times, we get up and it's like, oh, I can't even have 5 minutes to meditate or pray. I gotta jump off the bed. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, and we have the laundry list of stuff, and we're operating in survival mode, and we're going, 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 and it's not great. It's not great. It will
No,
catch up to you
stress.
in a way that you won't be ready for.
Yeah, stress is a silent killer, as they say.
Yes,
It
it is.
really is. I another thing that I realized, reflecting on life, that every time I started a new job, I would get sick.
Mm,
I
yeah,
wonder why.
yeah.
Hmm. So the stress of the new job, like I didn't know how to prepare for that. So many people out there might go through that too. But me physically, I remember I used to get sick. I go, why do I always get sick the first couple of months I'm working?
Yeah. Is that anxiety of something new and something different, and wanting to make sure you do it right and you get it right and you figure it out, and but we can
Yeah.
mess up. It's okay to mess up.
It's been so like I have to do like
Right.
because I was raised, you gotta be a perfectionist. Everything you do, you have to
Mhm.
do it right. Don't do it
That's
wrong.
right.
Then you have to do
That's
it three
right.
times. Like ingrained stuff, right? We have a lot
I
of stuff
know.
ingrained from our
We do.
parents,
We do.
and then we have to deprogram that also.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
So
Something else. And then it's just competitive in the world besides what we learn from home. You step outside and
yep.
everything's about competition. Everything's
Oh,
about what this person has, what this person's doing, and am I keeping up with that? My
yeah.
answer is no. And my answer is I don't, I don't evaluate my life like that anymore. It's about what's important to me, and it's been a lot of growth for me because
Mm.
I've was in a place where I had to have the finest of everything, and all of that comes with a cost. And some of it is, I think, to impress others, and some of it could be personal choice. But when you think about it, as time goes on, what's really, really, really important, or what should be in my mind, is not the material things, but the experiences that you create in your life, and that peace that you have in your life. And rather than the fancy car, how about creating a moment with a trip or something that will stay in your mind and that enriches you and that gives you that peace and that learning experience, which is part of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Learning, continuous learning, that's part of it, when you can experience new things rather than just going for those objects. So my life has shifted so much in that way, that now for me it's just about what can I learn, what can I experience, what can I do, and who can I help,
Mm.
more than just the what am I driving and what does my home look like and what kind of shoes and purses do I own.
Yeah, it's true. I've been there, done. I've been there too in the journey. I
Yeah.
you know I said I've made a lot of money. Like I was thinking
Yeah.
about it, when I was young. I said I want to make $1 million. Well, I did over the course of my life.
There you go.
Did so I did do that. I don't know where they are, but
Right.
but again,
Yep.
that's where the money went. All the clothes, the cars, the
Yeah.
vacations,
Yeah.
the furniture. I mean,
Yeah.
but we can't go back to say, oh, regret or nothing like
Right.
that. Just
No,
try,
you can't.
you
You
just,
can't.
right? You just have to get to the point now. Where am I
Yeah.
now in my life? Am
That's
I
right.
happy? What can I change to make it better and to be more peaceful, stress
That's right.
free, and
That's right.
enjoy and then just
Yes.
enjoy?
And I'll say the material never made me happy, you
Mm.
know. And we hear these stories of people with mega, mega, mega money, celebrities and superstars that take their lives and
Mm.
do crazy things. And it's because the material doesn't. I mean, it's a temporary hit. It's a temporary, okay, I've accomplished this and that, and then you're back to wherever you were before you got that thing, and then you're running after the next thing. Um, I find happiness in helping others and learning and experiencing and being healthy, and feeling good.
Hmm.
It's just, yeah,
I
it's
think that's like I think that's
a
one
good
of the
thing
number
for me.
one stuff is to be healthy.
Yes, yes.
Afterwards, I'll talk about an ebook that I just did. I haven't told anybody yet. I just completed an ebook, but we'll talk about that
Good
later.
for you.
And
Yeah.
thank you. And just to show a picture of me before and after. You hadn't seen me that way, but I was about 215 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, I was unhealthy. Let me just say I was overweight. Okay, technically obese because I'm not that tall. I'm little, right? So I'm supposed to be weighing, I think, 100. I think the average for my height is like 115 or something, or 115 to 130 or 4, whatever it is, right? So I was way off of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was always thin when I was young, but I got to a point in my life that I just ate whatever. I had the kids were young. I just ate whatever. I drank whatever. I just whatever. So it's all good. I'll lose it later, right? Ah, it became a little. It became like a fix too. The sugar, the cookies. It becomes a habit also, and an addiction. Food can be an addiction too. And I blew up until I went to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, you got this, 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 and this." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
So, it's taken a long time, but you know what? I feel so much better now.
Look at you. Yes.
Lighter. I don't have all that extra weight.
Hmm.
Just healthier. It's not even about the plus is that you look better and
Right.
you look younger when you lose weight, because when you're heavier, you actually look older, you know. But
Hmm.
the whole point is that I feel better.
That's the deal. Absolutely.
It's just not having, just pains in your legs or your stomach or your
Mhm.
head. You're always like, oh, what's going on? Throwing Tums or whatever in your mouth because your stomach's bad.
That's right. And not fixing anything that way.
No, you're just band-aiding it all day.
Yeah.
Band-aid, band-aid all day long.
It is amazing when you start on that healthy weight loss journey and you start making those shifts and just how things just kind of fall away, the things that you were labeled with. You find one morning you wake up and that ache, it's gone now. That, that pain in my back, it's gone now. That all of it, that the acid reflux I used to get all the time, I don't get it anymore. It's a long, long line of stuff that if you just start going within and taking care of you, it's that's where the magic is.
Yep.
That's where the magic is.
Yep. I
So
really
it's
believe that. I really believe that is the magic, because it, with having no pain, or just having relief from symptoms that you suffer for years and
I
years,
know.
it's such an awesome thing to go, I don't have that anymore.
It's like, how'd I do that? Oh, I know how I did it.
And now what I do is sometimes a pain will come in and I go, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Why do I have this pain in my back? What
There
what,
you
what was
go.
I doing? Now I'm like, what was I doing? Oh, wait a second. I was stressing about
Smart
something.
girl. Yep.
So now I'm
And you
like
can
learning
usually
where it's
figure it
going.
out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We have to learn our bodies. And
we do.
not everybody's, I would say, like that. Some people really have to learn. I know, I don't know how you are, if you felt like you were, since you were young, you were really like in tune with yourself. Do you think that, or no?
No,
No?
no.
You're like,
Honestly,
nah.
no. Not until I got hit upside the head with cancer, and it was like, oh, okay.
Now wait, now that was
What
your
happened to me?
hello.
Yes,
What
it
are you
was.
doing?
It was, and then watching other people, with the same situation that I had, and they took one route, I took another route, and just seeing the differences, and just kind of standing back and realizing that, oh, yeah, it is hard. It's hard to break from when you have an ache or a pain. You call the doctor, go in the doctor's office, tell them you have this and take this, and then you have some temporary relief, and that's what you're used to. It's hard to
Yeah.
go from that to sitting in silence and saying, let me evaluate myself. It's like, what? So
Mhm.
it starts
Yeah.
from just, again, baby steps, like you said, Alida. It's just about making that decision that the next time there's something, you're gonna take a different approach. You're gonna listen. You're gonna self-evaluate. You're gonna just take those steps to fine tune and get in tune with what's going on inside of you, and then amazing things happen.
Yeah, exactly. Once you do that, then
Yep.
the
And once you
floodgates
get,
come.
yep,
Woo!
that's right. Once you get one thing, it's like, okay, what's this? And it's like, yeah, it is like that. It is like that. And I have people laughing at me to this day that are like, you just it's like you thrive on this. I don't thrive on it, but I just know that there's a better way, and I'm living proof
Mm.
that there's a better way. So it's been so good for me, and I'm happy today to be able to have a book that I've put out that can help others with these small steps that they can take and realize how much power they have within themselves. So
So, so when is the actual book coming out? Is it out already, or it'll be? You said about another month.
yes, so we are in the final stages of the formatting, and then it goes to publishing.
Okay.
And it could take a couple more weeks. I try not to put dates out there because when you put a date out there, what can happen happens,
Yeah.
and people are like, what happened? So right now I am anticipating end of October, sometime in November, so it won't be long. But I
Okay.
have a website for the book. It's themagicpill.com. You can go there and enter your email address, and you'll be notified when the book is published and for sale, with some links as to where you can go. There's also information on the site that talks more about the book, and I'll have some upcoming events that'll be posted there that'll be both virtual and in person.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Perfect. And yeah,
themagicpill.com. Thank you, Lita, for that.
you're welcome.
And
Yeah,
that's
so you can
also a
go
way to get
there
it. Hmm.
and you can order the book, and they'll know when it's coming out, and I'll put it on the website as well, so you guys know where to go,
Yes.
and you can check out the magic pill is you, and make that magic pill you really.
That's right.
Make that your New Year's resolution. You know how everybody always make these New Year
Woo!
resolution. I think that's a magical way to start the new year.
Perfect.
I think so. The magic is you for 2026.
There you go. Love that campaign.
Right? I think so. I like that.
Yes,
I like that
yes.
myself. So,
Uh-huh.
well, I don't know if you want to add anything else, but I do appreciate you being here, and to all our people out there. And you'll have the video. I'll send you the video as well, and then you can share it out too.
Okay, thank you. It's been wonderful to be here with you also. Just a couple other things. I can be reached through the website as well. There's a place for you to, it says contact, where you can just reach out to me if you'd like to chat. Anyone that sees this or is listening. I do speaking engagements. I do coaching, and I want to help as many people as I can see this better way of living, and of improving your health. So I'm here.
Yes. So you heard her. She's there. Go to magicpill.com, put your contact information. She will reach out to you and help you on this journey. And we're going to keep doing that. 2026, the magic is you. That's it.
That's right. That's right. Alida, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. Well, I have to give you a round of applause before you go. You can't do
Woo! For you too. Awesome. Wow.
Thank you, Trace. I had so much fun today, and learning a little bit more about the journey and the
You.
book. And I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it and touch it and feel it. Be like, look, it's here, it's here. That's a magical thing right there. Just having that accomplishment, and putting things down, because you're putting down stuff from your life.
That's right.
So you're being vulnerable. We're vulnerable when we put things down on paper and talk
Yes.
about our lives and stuff like that. But that's the magic right there, is
It
letting
sure
people
is.
know I'm real. I'm a real person. I've got blood in my
That's
veins,
right.
and this is what we go through.
Yep.
I wanted to mention just really quick, because I did an interview, and we were talking discussing about cancer, that unfortunately in the black and brown communities we are more susceptible to certain
Yes.
cancers,
Yes.
and it's due to lifestyle, it's due to our food, it's due to our environment, there's a lot of things, water, like you said. You have to be very careful. The waters in the sink is not good to drink, so
That's right.
there's more things you really to people with different cultures. You have to really be mindful of the concept of what foods you're intaking, and what's
Yes.
processed and not
Right.
processed, and all that stuff. That's part of being healthier.
That's
And
right.
and hopefully one day food that's healthy will be more affordable than the other stuff.
I know. They make it hard, don't they? You
Yeah,
make it hard. It's
have a little.
it's
You can have a little bit. You can grow your own little vegetables and even if you had like a little terrace, you can do that. You can
that's
grow
right.
a little the hydroponics and some
That's
other
right.
things.
And herbs and
So
everything. Yeah.
yeah, I had the interview with the farmer, so you have to go check back on my videos. I have one out there.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm gonna check that one out. Sounds good.
Well, thank you,
Sounds good.
Tracy. Again, we'll talk soon.
Okay, Alita. Thank
Bye.
you. Take care, my dear.
Okay. So everybody, again, of course, we have an incredible guest, and just it's really I'm really blessed for all the people that are surround me now, and the people that have come to me and that have been that have been like sent to me. I think because everybody has their own journey, and I might not resonate with you, but Tracy might, or Sherry or Sharonata or somebody else that I know, right? Everybody is not for everybody, but there's always somebody for you if you got that. So um, I think that with all these different people that I've interviewed, I think there's always somebody out there that's going to help you. That's going to make you go, aha, I got it. I needed that. I do hope that that's true with my viewers out there because I think it's really important that what I put out here is for everybody's benefit and you find something that resonates with you. Um, the magic pill is you, so don't forget that. I'm going to keep saying that. I think that's a New Year's resolution for everybody. 2026. The magic pill is you. Remember, you are the most important person that you have to worry about. And there's so many things. The first thing, health, right? As she said, and peace, and there's many other things. So enjoy the book. Once it comes out, we'll give you all the information, and you can um, get the book yourself. And before I go, I do want to put out a couple of promos that I have here because guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. We're going on a cruise. We're going on a cruise. Yep, that's what we're doing. We're going on a cruise. So we're going on a cruise October 24th through the 27th. We're going from Port Canaveral to Celebration Key, and we're gonna have music because music is another thing too. We didn't mention that the music is so important. It heals you. Certain vibrations will heal you, and it's been documented and scientific that it does heal. So all kinds of music is good for you. And so that's what we're going to be doing on the cruise. And we're going to have freestyle and salsa on the cruise. Sorry, had to hydrate. And we'll have some other things under Spanglish Entertainment. So remember, Rebooted is under Spanglish Entertainment, the main parent company. And you can find everything there as well as my page. And also, please go to my page, go to spanglish-entertainment.com and check out. We have an ad here. So I'm going to show you the ad. In this current issue of the magazine, September, October, we have EMF Essential Kit. This is an incredible kit. I showed you the bracelet. I'll show you the pyramid in a second. And I have the sticker on the back of my phone, but so I have the cover on, but you can go there and get a 10% off at creaticreations.com. And you're able to get 10% off on this kit. It comes with a pyramid, it comes with a sticker for your phone and a bracelet. And that's what will protect you from the radiation that emits from different devices, your phone, different devices. You might think they're just minimal, but minimal every day is not good. So I did an episode with Sharonata. Please go to our YouTube page and you can check out the podcast with Sharonata when she talked about her journey and how her husband died of a brain tumor and he was an electrician and she also had two tumors in her brain and thank goodness that those were removed and she is healed from that. Thank God. But that's why she created this Creella Creations so she can help other people and protect themselves on a daily basis. So I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna say I have one bracelet here, and then I have another bracelet here. These are both shungite, black shungite with tiger eye stone. So I have those here because I hold my phone in my hand. So I have that. I haven't gotten the ring. They have a ring too. So I got to get the rings too because that'll help you. You put it on your ring and then you have your phone in your hand. So, and then look what I have by my computer. See this big guy, this is a pyramid. This is a shungite, solid shungite stone, right? And this thing has energy. JC loves to do it. Sharon Ida did it on the other podcast that we were on, and she was able to turn on a flashlight just with this. Just push it on the contact of the where the batteries go, and you go like that, and it turns on because this is energy. So it absorbs the energy around you. So I always have this is a little shungite too. Just in case I go somewhere and I see something, I take it with me in my bag and I just put it where I'm at. Um, these are all just little things that, we don't know how these phones, we've been using the phones for, 20 years or whatever it is, 25 years. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't. There's no testing. There's no testing yet. So that's the whole thing. But there are some things that have already come research that it does affect you. And people who are electricians or work around electricity do have issues. And that's what happened to her husband. Unfortunately, he was very young and he got a brain tumor and unfortunately he passed. And, her son was a year old. So it was just a very sad thing. So she made it her journey to find something to help herself, her child, and anybody out there because she didn't want anybody else to go through this. So that's why she created this this website. And I'm going to look to see if I have the banner here. If not, I will get it. But anyway, please go to Spanglish-entertainment.com and you will see the new, I'm looking for my website. Where is it? Well, here's authentic. Okay. If you go to AuthenticShanghai.com, you get 10% off. Code is Spanglish 10. Okay. Spanglish 10. You get 10% off if you go to order anything from her website for all the EMF protection. And it's really amazing. She has a lot of different products there. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me and I'll let you know and I'll get you in contact with Sharon Etta. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good rest of their week. We have some other shows through Spanglish Entertainment this week. We have Wednesday. Tomorrow we have our Salsa Spanglish Cafe podcast is usually in Spanglish, Spanish, and English, depending on our artists. And tomorrow we have, let me just get the name. I'm so sorry. I forgot to bring it up. So we got Davian Raul. Davian Raul, he's a trumpet player, artist. He's coming out with a new album, so he'll be on the show on Wednesday, okay, on the Spanglish Entertainment. And then also on Thursday, we got Freestyle Thursday on our Freestyle Showcase podcast. And we got Willie Valentine in the house. It's going to be awesome. So you got to come check that out too. So anyway, I hope you have a good night and we'll see you next week. Bye. And then also I had some about mental health